Welcome to the Purim Show. My guest today is Dave Schornack, and he is the Director of Business Development for ACS, RV Communication Systems. Welcome, Dave. It's nice to have you on the show.
Thank you, Patty.
First time to be on here.
Yes.
I should probably also introduce you as a very involved member of the community of Purim.
We're involved in a variety of activities, and our main function, I guess, as far as a community member, is to make sure that Purim is growing and viable and continues to grow in the future.
Well, you know, and it is, and that's exciting. I talk about, we're going to talk primarily about Purim today, but ACS is in Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, right?
Right, and we're in Iowa with South Dakota. We've got some work we're bidding on in Wisconsin and South Dakota. And
oh, really? Okay. Now, is that, this is going to really date me to ask if you guys are laying cable?
Yes, we are.
Are you? People still do that? Oh, great.
Yes, we are. Actually, now it's fiber to the home.
Yes.
As well, we're laying, mostly constructing.
Yeah. Well, let's focus on the Purim area for now, and we kind of alluded to growing and thriving. What are some of the things that are happening in Purim these days?
Well, one of the things, we have a little group in town called Grow Purim, which the main focus is to grow the community. And one of the activities that we've been involved in over the last couple of years is building apartment complexes. We built 2 14-plexes 2 years ago. Now we're in the process of looking at putting up another 12-plex.
Wow.
Which will be right behind the current 2 14-plexes out by the new hospital.
Oh, really? Okay.
And right now, the demand with the growth of the community companies, the companies in town, we're seeing a huge demand for rental units.
Well, I know that there are several industries that are employing a lot of people in Purim, and sometimes, you know, first, second, and even third shift.
Yes.
Maybe that could be seasonal, but boy, those people need to have a place to live.
Right. Yeah. And a couple of years ago, actually, at the school district, what we did is we took a look at the employees at the different companies around town, and we looked at where their zip codes were, where their actual homes were located. And we found that a majority, not a majority, but a fair amount of our current employees in town were actually living outside of town.
Really?
And so that's one of the emphasis of why we started Grow Purim. We wanted these people to hopefully live in town, go to school in town, go to use the hospital, and buy their services in town.
Absolutely. Instead of just having, you know, the bedroom community kind of feel from someplace else, it's a place that they can actually belong.
Right, and we wanted to have them involved in the community.
And the school district?
We've got a great school district. They're going for a levy referendum this fall. We have a new hospital that's coming on in January, February, so there's a lot of activities that are very positive around town.
Can you give me a little bit more information about some of the people or entities that are involved in Grow Purim? Is that like the Rotary, or what is that? How does that group function?
It's a LLC that's consists of mostly different investors. We have ACS, KLN, New Life Farms are some of the major investors. Then we have a lot of local individuals that are investors in the LLC. Okay. From all walks of the community.
Now I understand that the apartment buildings, the apartment complexes. So you've got 2 14s and now a new 12. Is that what you?
That's correct, and we have room to put up 3 more 12-plexes if the need arises.
How many are they? Single family, then 1 2-bedroom?
Our current 2 14-plexes are mostly primarily 1-bedrooms. We do have several 2-bedrooms and a couple 3-bedrooms in each one of the units.
Now, are those? Is that subsidized housing, or is that?
No, it's not.
It's not subsidized housing.
It's market rate housing.
Market rate. And is there any places in the Purim area that do have the housing for low income, or?
Yes, we do. We have several units, apartment complexes that are located by KLN, Barrel Fund out that way, that have subsidized housing. The new 12-plex that we're putting up is going to have 2 bedrooms. It's going to have 10 2-bedrooms and 2 3-bedroom units in it.
So are they spoken for?
No, not yet, but it's we're just getting the word out. We're hopefully going to break ground October 10th.
Oh.
And we'll have them available sometime around the 1st of May of next year.
Okay. So who should they call and contact if they have any interest in this housing project or in
The contact
housing?
person today will be Brad Helmke.
Okay.
And he's the CPA in town.
Okay.
Yeah, he's also an investor with us, and so he'll be the contact person for at this point.
Okay.
And we do have not an on-site manager, but we do have a manager for the other 214 places.
Okay.
And her name is Amy.
Okay. Well, let's take a quick break, Dave. Stick with us. We're going to be right back and talk about employment opportunities. Welcome back to the Purim Show. My guest today is Dave Schornack, and Dave is the Director of Business Development for RV Communication Systems in Purim, but
yes,
that reaches out into a broad area. We've been talking about many of the ways that Purim is welcoming people into the community, but you know, I hear all the time, no jobs, no jobs, no jobs. Purim's got jobs, right?
Purim has lots of jobs. In fact, there's so much activity going on right now that we can't find enough individuals to fulfill the jobs.
Well, I am delighted to hear that. It's like refusing to participate, right?
That's right. That's right.
In an economic downturn. So, what are some of the opportunities that people can be thinking about in Purim?
Well, today, for example, at ACS Construction right now, we are looking for between 50 and 55 employees.
Wow.
We have just been awarded the big job down in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, doing fiber to T-Mobile towers. We've also got construction projects that are in central Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota. And right now we could use immediately drill operators of equipment of any sort.
Yeah.
And I also know that Tuffy's is looking at putting up a new office complex, hopefully going to start here in October, and I would imagine that they're going to be adding some employees, along with the
with the building of it itself,
yeah,
the
building itself. So there's going to be jobs. There's also kit masters are looking. So we have a fair amount of people in town that are looking for employees right now.
Yep, that's great to hear. The news is usually so sour on that front that it's kind of nice to get the word out that there are opportunities for people, and I know that the hospital is going to be opening January, February 2012, and I imagine that they are going to be, at least doing some shuffling and reorganizing, maybe adding some new
I would assume that they're going to be adding some too. We've been very lucky in Purim where we have people that have been very progressive and looking at opportunities. Even in the downturn economy, they've been growing and expanding their business, taking advantage of maybe some weak competition, and as a result been able to take up some market share. So it's helped the whole community and the whole area.
Absolutely. Now, RV Communication Systems, I know that we're good partners with TV3, and they carry our signal. You have why don't you remind me of what RV is
We offer voice, video, internet services to the Detroit Lakes area, Purim area. We're in 12 different sea-like communities around this area. Plus, we actually operate from on the south side, Battle Lake, all the way up to Monoman, and then we go up to Walker, Longville, and then over to Holly, and then we have some
over that way too. I just for our TV3 footprint, I got an update from Jennifer just a couple of days ago that there are almost 16,000 people households that are subscribing just in our footprint, and then 22 some thousand possibilities that the signal goes by. So
we have over 70,000 customers at ACS.
Wow.
And so we're growing, budgeted to grow about 25 to 30% this year.
So you'll be adding maybe even more people at ACS, not just construction and laying cable here and there, fiber optic cable, but
we've been adding salespeople. We've been adding directory. Our directory company's been growing quite rapidly. We've been adding salespeople there. We're adding some office support. So yes, it's been help desk has been internet help desk has been a big growth area for us. Yeah,
well, I know that my mom is here in Detroit Lakes, and she has the telephone,
Yeah.
you know, and we're over by Frazee, my husband and I, and we have the cable TV, and and then I get cell phone. So,
Yeah.
well, we've covered a lot of ground. I want to thank you, Dave, for coming on the show and just giving our viewers a chance to figure out what's going on in Purim, and that yes, Purim is hiring. The best place to live, work, play, and thrive, right?
That's right.
Is Purim.
You're
so
right.
thanks so much for being with us
Thank
on
you.
the Purim Show, and thank you for tuning in as well.